Good morning, people. Welcome back to quite a grumpy old man in the corner today, as it happens. Yeah, what the hell's going on? I mean, in the wake of what's we all know's happened now down in Dover Docks over the weekend. Now, the Home Secretary stood up and gave a statement and openly said we must stop this invasion, and that is exactly how she put it. And they're kicking up about her using the word invasion. Well, it is. She was bang on with that. But is she realistically stopping it? Because this was followed up by we must find safer avenues for them to come in, safer ways for them to get here. Now, that doesn't sound like stopping it. Obviously, her predecessor's getting the blame for leaving her all this shit, and quite rightly so. She has. She created enough of it and then just left it for somebody else, basically. So is she saying the right words? Because that means they're still going to be coming. But it's turning into very much like she was the last one, full of words. Stronger words, but not a lot of actions. You know, already this year we've got nearly 40,000 coming. And it don't look like they're doing anything to stop it. Even now they're crying out. They've run out of hotels, basically. And they just don't know where to put these people that are coming in. And they're not doing anything about it now. All they're doing is sitting there arguing about it. So, you know, I mean, this unelected government is screwing us over, just like the last one. You know, it looks like now there's more tax hikes on the cards. And where's all this extra money going to go? Not to help us. You can guarantee that in any way. Because they'll actually make cutbacks in public services to save money. And even now, at a time when we should be fortifying our borders, building up our defence with the way the world's going, building up our own defence forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, they decide to cut billions from the defence budget. You know, at a time when we're being invaded, you know, and where's all this money going to go? Do they think it's going to plug this here black hole that they've got? No, it's going to Eastern Europe to constantly feed a bloody war out of there. Because they've got to keep that one going, because they've got something to blame all the shit on. And while they're aptly funding them defend their borders, ours are getting wider and wider open by the day. And these elite arseholes just don't see what they're doing to this country. They really can't, and it does annoy me. You know, they're claiming they're following the 2019 manifesto. But in reality, they're just making one up as they go along, from what I can see. You know, and with all this blown up now, they seem to have forgotten about the energy crisis, the cost of living crisis, that all of us bar the elite are suffering with. Unbelievable. But one of the day, don't forget, I think it's from next week, if you got budgies, chickens, parrots, they're all under lockdown. Apparently, they got jabs for all of us to stop us catching the flu and shit. But they can't stop the birds catching it, so they're all under lockdown because there's a bad case of bird flu going around. all we need now is swine flu, isn't it? And that's it, we've got the full bloody set. I'm immune from them all because I've got mad cow's disease. So. But anyway, let's have a look. Oh, what's his name? Chief bitch of the Met, Rowley, innit? How's that going up there then, mate, with a fight in the crime business? Not very well from what I can see. You know, London's got more like a cross between 1930 Chicago and Beirut thrown into the mix. Well, you did make a lot of promises, didn't you? And we knew you wouldn't be able to keep them. But they claim now they've got 20,000 new police. Now, they can't have trained these 20,000 very well if they pushed them through that quick. So these are going to be a load of ones on the streets that don't know the laws of the land, as it were. But it's not, you could run this country with half the police. If the police did their job properly, earned the respect from the public, got the help from the public, which they would get if they'd had enough respect for us, you could police this country with half of them, just better trained. Just throwing more and more of what we've already got on the streets with the same mindsets just ain't going to work. It ain't going to happen. I mean, the cracks started to appear in the police force many, many years ago. But now they're turning into canyons and they're just too big to fill. You know, we're getting to the point now where many of us feel that we have to protect ourselves from the protectors. And that is a sad thing to say. But anyway, so you're all happy with the way the country's being run at the moment and the way it's going? Because I am. Well, the government will happily let veterans sleep on the pavement and park benches, and then pander to some that are complaining because they got to sleep on camping mats in a warm building with hot and cold running water. You know, there's a predicted number of over 50,000, 50 to 60,000 coming in before the end of this year. Now, we haven't got room for them now. They've got nowhere to put them. But over what's already been here, they've actually passed, giving them the right to stay, over 80%, or approaching 80% of them. Now you think that the predicted figures, we'll say 50,000 for this year. Now if 80% of those got their papers and can legally bring their immediate family members over, that 50,000 instantly turns into hundreds of thousands. And we haven't got room for the 50. Think about that one. So it's costing us 7 million a day now. Someone needs to really, really do something about this. But anyway, that's it, guys. I'm still a bit fuzzy in the head at the moment, but I have got the blood pressure machine coming, so that's going to be a bit of fun. But before I go, as always, thank you for your support. I noticed the subs went down a bit again, but you know, that could be YouTube unsubbing people. Same with the viewing figures. We know they mess around with all the analytics. Nothing we can do about it. We just have to put it up with it and take the piss, because it just made me laugh that they can be so petty at times. But there you go. Anyway, people, until the next time, thank you for your support. My respects to each and every one of you for that support. And before I go, stay safe, stay strong, and watch what these clowns are doing behind our backs. Respects, guys.